Wrestling. Dave Brown right along ringside. And by golly, I'll tell you, we're looking forward to this particular one today. You better believe it. Action coming up right here on Championship Wrestling.
Oh, indeed. We have a title match. The TV title is going to be on the line as Koko Ware defends that television title today. Wayne Ferris going against him. Tom Maley will go against the Dream Machine in a single match. And then a big 8-man tag team match coming up. On one side of the ring, you got the Bounty Hunters, the Angel, and Ali Hassan. On the other side, Bill Dundee, Tommy Rich, Eddie Hogan, and Eddie Gilbert. Should be a great match.
I'll tell you what, I am looking forward to Koko's defense going against the old bomber, Wayne Ferris, who's been in Puerto Rico, as a matter of fact, and doing very well down there. He is back to take a crack at the title that Koko Ware is holding. But I'll tell you, that 8-man match that we've got coming up in there is something else in an invite for that. We'll be looking forward to it. I guess the best way to do it is get it on, and that's what we'll do. We'll be back. Action coming up right after we take time out for this. We're about ready to go with the TV Championship defense with Koko Ware, who won that title, and by golly, I'll tell you what, it was a proud day for Koko, and we've been proud of him ever since. He's been in there battling away. It was tremendous to that, but he could keep it. It seemed to be that one spark in there that gave him the confidence that he needed. And today, scheduled to defend his title, Jimmy Hart is out here. Dirty Dutch Mantel.
You know, I've got a little bad news and I got a little good news.
I'm wondering about the Dutchman being.
Well, you can just wonder a little bit more. Let me tell you something, man. Like I said, some bad news and some good news. The bad news, of course, you know that I signed Wayne Ferris to a contract recently.
Yeah, I knew.
He's been in San Juan, Puerto Rico. That's right. He's been in Puerto Rico wrestling, where he's been doing fantastically well. He was supposed to be here today to wrestle Koko Ware for the TV championship. But I called him last night. I called him this morning to Puerto Rico. Cost him a little bit of money, but I did make the phone call. He's not going to be able to be here today for the TV championship. But let me tell you something, what I have got. Probably the greatest find of my entire life. Undoubtedly, the greatest professional athlete in the world is standing right here in front of me right now. Look at this man, people. Look at this man. Today, he is going to fight Koko Ware for the TV championship, baby. I promise you. You see what he did to Lawler last week? Come on, did you see it? Of course you saw it, you jerk. He went through Lawler like through you. He's been able to do something that nobody else I've ever found has been able to do. He ate Lawler's lunch for him, man. That's exactly. And today, like I said, the TV championship, and he's going to win that championship for Jimmy Hart.
So Wayne Ferris is a no-show, and Dutch Mantel is the one that...
Wayne Ferris will not be here today, but Dirty Dutch Mantel is going to fight him for the TV championship, man. Wait just a minute, man. Jimmy, I've got something to say to you, and I'm going to say it right here in front of a million people. I was the #1 man in your stable. Now Wayne Ferris cannot show up because he is in Puerto Rico. And now you bring Dutch. You're not taking nothing from Dutch. He is a one tough man. But Jimmy, I should be the man in there. After that, I should be the man in there. After that, because I am the #1 man in the stable. You brought me in here just a few months ago. All of the people out there know that you brought the Dream Machine in here a few months ago to do one job. That was to do away with Jerry Lawler. Jerry Lawler went over me by a fluke. He beat me by the skin of his teeth, and now I'm tired of being overlooked, Jimmy. I'm tired of taking the back seat. I'm tired of being overlooked, not taking nothing from Dutch, not taking nothing from Wayne. You understand me? But I am that man who walked that barbed wire fence 32,000 miles barefoot. He still stone cake stuff like it with Ben and Jimmy. I am tired of being overlooked. I am tired of being overlooked.
Why don't you guys,
I want to know,
no,
I want to say it out here. I want to say it out here because all of these people right here, they know what's been going on. You brought me in here a few months ago to do away with Jerry Lawler, and now all of a sudden I'm being pushed in the back seat. I'm not getting no matches on TV. I should be the man in here with Koko.
Okay.
Not all right, listen, let me tell you something. I do have some big plans for you, man. I haven't forgot about you, but I've got something big coming up for you.
I'm tired of hearing about big plans.
Well, look, I need money. Listen, let's talk about it later.
Will you do this? We got a match coming up here right now. Koko Ware defending his TV championship, so we got a change on our challenger in there. Wayne Ferris, who was scheduled to be in here, was unable to get in from Puerto Rico, so Jimmy Hart has brought in the Dutchman.
Yes, a 1-fall, 15-minute time limit match. The TV title on the line. Challenger, 224 pounds from Oil Cross, Texas, Dutch Mantel. And the current holder of the TV title from Union City, Tennessee, 221 pounds, Koko Ware. 1-fall, 15-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun is the referee.
Okay, we're about ready to go with a 15-minute time limit on the TV championship match. Jimmy Hart's out of the ring. Dutch Mantel ready. The champion, Koko Ware, is set and ready to go. And here we're off and running. And boy, look at that Dutch go in there. He's no slowpoke, Dave.
Oh, he is. He's fast, and he can be mean when he wants to.
That's why they call him Dirty Dutch.
Dirty Dutch.
Boy, he earns his name.
He is one rugged individual. There's no doubt about that.
Look at that.
He's going against pretty tough one, too. Koko Ware. Koko, who won the TV title a couple of months ago, and really has been a changed wrestler ever since. He seemed to give him a spark to his career just about the time he needed it. Off the rope, Koko, shoulder butt. Dutch Mantel into the mat. He rolls him down, and Koko bars Dutch Mantel's arm, and Mantel says, hey, wait a minute. Mantel back up on his feet. Forces Koko into the turnbuckle.
Dutch has told me he was the toughest man in Oil Cross, Texas, but I don't think that's making much difference to Koko Ware.
That's true. Boy, I tell you, Koko's not backing up an inch, though. Mantel, right hand. Nailed Koko with it. Back on the rope. A whip across the ring. A boot firmly planted into the stomach of Koko Ware.
Referee reading the riot act about pulling hair and using a fist.
Koko puts it down. One. Down to one is all he gets. Mantel broke out of it quickly. Koko trying to use the element of surprise there a little bit to put Mantel on the mat and hold it for the 3 count, but he didn't get it. Only a count of 1. Mantel around behind. Koko up in the air, knee drops him. Body slam by Mantel. Mantel walks away toward the rope. Extra spring drops with the lower leg. Mantel using that doubled up fist. Referee continues to warn him about it. Koko in the rope. Mantel kicked him out onto the apron and then down onto the floor. Really hard wanting the referee to start the count. Count him out. Doesn't get back in the ring. Immediately as Koko hit the floor, Hart started screaming that. There is Koko. His TV championship on the line in this match. Scheduled against Wayne Ferris, but Ferris not here. Dutch Mantel steps in to challenge instead.
Dave, I think we ought to mention the caliber of wrestler that Mantel is for those folks who do not know the Dutchman's reputation in there. Dirty Dutch, along with Austin Idol, are co-holders of the CWA World Tag Championship. They won the belts in an elimination tournament, and they have successfully defended them. While most of them are primarily single wrestlers, they have made one whale of a tag team. Still hold those titles. Ooh, look at that one.
Koko bounced hard into the turnbuckle. Dutch Mantel looking Koko over pretty good. Buggy whip across the ring. Into the turnbuckle. Mantel flying across there. Follows it up. Suplex by Mantel.
Wait.
Koko whips into the turnbuckles again. Mantel. Try it again. The Koko goes out of the way. He's been pounded with a fist throughout the match, and he's returning some of that to Dutch Mantel right now. He drags him out of the corner. Mantel into the rope. Koko set. Mantel caught him with a foot. Koko dropped under the top rope, bounces back into the ring. Dutch Mantel quickly picks him up in the air. Body slam. Mantel to the rope. Off with the arm and has his body right on top of Koko. Count is 3.
He got him.
And that is it. We have a new TV champion. Koko Ware, who was undefeated for championship defenses of that TV title, has just been defeated by Dutch Mantel. Dutch Mantel wins the TV title from Koko Ware in 5 minutes, 11 seconds of action, and it was all action.
Boy, he nailed him with that elbow. He came running across the ring, and he... Yeah. So Dutch Mantel and his first appearance in a long, long time on championship wrestling comes through and defeats the champion, Koko Ware, not easily. Koko had him going as much as Dutch did, but Dutch just got that one extra count on him that made the difference. And then in 5 minutes and 11 seconds, Dutch Mantel will have his name put down as our new championship wrestling TV champ. Tough loss for Koko in there, but don't think he's going to be gone. By golly, I'll tell you what, this guy's a scrapper. So Mantel, the new champion, and we're going to take time out. We'll be back with action in just a moment. Hey, I want to remind you folks around Madisonville, Saturday tonight, that is. Big action returns to Madisonville. Get out there and watch that championship wrestling action. Now, Tuesday night, that's right, back on Tuesday night. Next Tuesday in the Louisville Gardens, it'll be a big night of action that'll have a Southern Tag title match, an entire all-star card, and the final event is going to have Jerry the King Lawler and Giant Frazier, the big plowboy, going against the Universal Heartthrob, Austin Idol, and Dirty Dutch Mantel with Jimmy Hart at ringside.
You know the reason for this match, Lance. It showed us everybody in Louisville, Kentucky. Let me just give you a little background, a little rundown on what's taking place here. Austin Idol is a low-life scum, and he's sick upstairs. I knew it before, but now he proved it last week. He knows that in his wildest dreams, on his best day, he doesn't have a chance in the ring with the King, and he showed his true colors. First of all, he put a mask over his face, pulled a big charade, came in here and bucked a plaque over my head on TV. But we had a little match after that. He knew he didn't have a chance in that. So he tells Dutch Mantel, you wait back in the wings, you watch this match, because I can't handle the King by myself. And when he gets me in trouble, you hit the ring. Well, that's exactly what happened. Well, you made your little plans, and it worked out pretty well so far. Well, I can't fight, folks. So I made myself a little phone call. And I got a hold of a man that we haven't always been the best of friends. But that's not really what I need to handle two jerks like you. I need somebody that can hand out a whipping, and I know this man can because I've been on the wrong end of a lot of them. Plowboy Frazier, 460 pounds, and he's coming in here with one thing in mind, and that's to do exactly what I want to do with you, Idol, and you, Mantel, and that's get you the hell out of Louisville and get you the hell out of my life, because I'm going to take care of both of you scums if it's the last thing I do, and I'm going to start up there this Tuesday night. Hart, I hope you get your face close to the ring, because I'll re-break that jaw of yours.
Louisville will be rocking Tuesday night at the Garden. Okay, back to the ring, Dave, and the introduction.
All right, this will be a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match from Memphis, Tennessee. On the right of your screen at 190 pounds, Tom Maley going against him. 270 pounds, the Dream Machine with his manager, Jimmy Hart. This is a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, referee Calhoun's telling Hart to get out of the ring, and bang, we're off and running at bell time, and here we go. Tom Maley, the youngster who is starting to look better, but he is against a very large Dream Machine. Dream right away on top of him. Bang, both hands that time. Nailed him with a double chop. And covers him up. Tom Maley 1, 2, and he's picked up by the Dream. He had him for a 3 count if he'd have wanted him in there. Whipped Maley in. He clotheslined him. Oh, knocked him loose, I got to tell you. 2, 3, that's it. Well, that one didn't take very long.
No, Maley pulled out of the ring.
Fires Maley into the rope. And the win is going to be in I don't know how long.
Look out there, man. You see what he got? From now on, when the Dream Machine gets in the ring with anybody, it don't make no difference. Where's Lawler, Dundee, Rich, anybody, it don't make no difference. You see it, Jimmy Hart, you see it, Lance Russell, you see it, Dave Brown, that's what they're going to get right there.
Dream Machine, unfortunately for Tom Maley, he was irritated before he ever got into the ring because he thought he was going to have the title.
Right.
Dutch Mantel when Ferris couldn't make the thing in there anymore. He was a lot more.
Time on it was 51 seconds, and he could have done it in 35.
Yeah,
But,
as a matter of fact, he nailed Maley right before the bell rang, and got him going, and Tom never had a chance in it. So the winner, the Dream Machine. We got a big 8-man tag action match with Dundee, Rich, Hogan, Gilbert going against the Bounty Hunters, the Angel, and Ali Hassan. And we'll see it all in just a moment. Coming back, there's a quarter of the team. There comes half of the team. And Eddie Hogan, obviously, not here. Koko Ware will be taking his place on this side of the ring with Jimmy Kent out with his huge bounty hunters. And they got good company with the Big Angel. And Ali Hassan makes the 4th man on this side of the ring. Okay, Dave, we're ready for the introduction. So that's mass of humanity up there.
yes, sir. It'll be an expiration of time match, an 8-man tag team match. Introducing at a total weight of 1,000 pounds. On the left of your screen, the Bounty Hunters, Jerry and David Novak. And from Portland, Oregon, the Angel. From the Middle East, Ali Hassan. And manager of the Bounty Hunters, Jimmy Kent is in the corner over there, too. Going against them at a total of 867 pounds. From Union City, Tennessee, Koko Ware. From Lexington, Tennessee, Eddie Gilbert. From Hendersonville, Tennessee, Tommy Rich. And from Australia, Bill Superstar Dundee. 8-man tag team match. It goes to the expiration of time. And good luck to referee Jerry Calhoun.
Beautiful sentiments in there because of that group, and particularly with Dundee and Rich and the Bounty Hunters, who really have no love between each other. You can better believe this is going to be a very difficult match to referee. It may be even difficult match to spectate, Dave. I'm not sure about that. Ring it. And there we go.
The bell sounds underway. Big Jerry Novak of the Bounty Hunters starts, and Eddie Gilbert for his team. He steps right over, drop kick the Bounty Hunter, and Eddie Gilbert looking good as we get underway with this 8-man tag team match. Lance mentioned it might be difficult to comment on this match, and that's true for one reason, is because the 1,000-pound weight is over here in the corner that partially blocks our view. So we're having to look around the Angel and the Bounty Hunters and Ali Hassan. Eddie Gilbert into the rope. Rolls down the Bounty Hunter. Shoulders down. Count of 1's all he gets. Eddie, good move. Boy, he put the shoulders down. If I could only hold the big Bounty Hunter, Jerry Novak down for a count of 1. That's David Novak in there. David Novak of the Bounty Hunters with a headlock over close to the corner. Bill Dundee was kind of looking at him like he was going to take a shot at him if he got a little closer, so the Bounty Hunter left the corner. He makes the tag on the Big Angel. Dundee unloads on the Angel as he was over into the rope. Eddie Gilbert went for a quick cover. Did not get a 3 count. Tommy Rich wants the tag. He gets it. And then Tommy Wildfire Rich over for a shot at the Bounty Hunters. Cover on the Angel, but the Angel rolls him right off before the referee can start the count. Rich and Bill Dundee not at all happy with the Bounty Hunters situation anyway. So Tommy used the opportunity to take a shot at them while he was in the neighborhood. Tommy Rich now against Ali Hassan. No problem using the rope. Tommy sets himself. Wow. The forearm. He had a flying start. He let it go. Cover. Count is 1. Big Angel is too close to the action. Tommy is not able to get the 3 count. He gets the tag on Billy Dundee. Dundee firing Hassan into the rope. Hassan through the corner. Tag on Big Jerry Novak. Dundee round behind the Bounty Hunter. Drops into the mat, shoulders down, count of 1, but Jerry Novak started squirming. He got the shoulder up, stopped the count, fired a right fist, and Dundee answered with the same thing. 3 minutes, 25 seconds gone in the first ball of action, expiration of time match, 8-man tag team action here on Championship Wrestling. Dave Brown with Lance Russell at ringside. Both the Bounty Hunters in there, and Tommy Rich took them both down to the mat. Jimmy Kent upset about the situation. Tommy made both the boys, the Bounty Hunters, look bad. Tommy puts the tag on Bill Dundee. Dundee from behind Jerry Novak. Big Bounty Hunter hits the mat. Dundee was going to drop on him, but he noticed that the Bounty Hunter was moving. A change of plans, but Dundee remains in control. Dundee with those right hand and finally a double forearm just shoved the Bounty Hunter right down into the mat. Ali Hassan back in now. 4 minutes, 35 seconds gone in the first ball. Ali Hassan whipped into the rope. Koko Ware right there to drop kick him and put him on the mat. Koko tagging Eddie Gilbert. Eddie fired into the rope, fired on. Rolling arm lock, put it down. Eddie reverses it on him. And takes down Ali Hassan. But Hassan right next to the corner, and David Novak, the Bounty Hunter, reaches right in. We are 5.5 minutes into the action. 5.5 minutes gone. Eddie Gilbert in there against David Novak of the Bounty Hunters. Bill Dundee spots Jimmy Kent out of his chair. Try to run him back into the corner and have him in the chair where he belongs. The Big Angel in there now against Eddie Gilbert. He's got that big arm wrapped around his chin. He's checking to see if he was choking. Difficult to see from this vantage point whether he was choking or not, but you can suspect it anyway. Big Bounty Hunter slams Eddie Gilbert. Follows with the upper arm. Eddie fired into the rope. 6.5 minutes gone. 6.5 gone in the first ball. Eddie Gilbert run into the turnbuckle. Look out, Jimmy Kent. Eddie being worked on in the corner by Ali Hassan and Jerry Novak while he was there. Big Kent, the lower left of the picture, just running in it from side to side. So far, no interference from him, but looks like he was close a minute ago. Eddie Gilbert battling away, but Hassan with a big right hand drives him to the mat. Koko jumped in there to prevent one of the bounty hunters from coming in without a tag. Hassan makes the tag. Here's big Jerry Novak coming in. 7.5 minutes gone. 7.5 minutes into the action. Bill Dundee jumps in there. Boy, Eddie Gilbert really being worked on. Kent just nailed him in the corner. Dundee steps back outside. Koko Ware back outside. It's the Angel and Eddie Gilbert in there right now. Bear hug by the Angel. Billy Dundee steps in. Nails the Angel. Drops him to the mat. Eddie Gilbert off the rope, runs into the upper arm of the bounty hunter. Count of two. Count of two is all he got. Just a 2 count. 8 minutes, 30 seconds into the action. 8 minutes, 30 seconds gone. Boy, some kind of wild action. Count of 1, 2. Interference by David Novak from out on the apron. Stopped the count at 2. Hassan, who thought he had a cover for a 3 count, only got the 2 count. Eddie Gilbert still in there, but what a beating we've had to take here. From all 4 of the guys in the opposite corner. Hassan, the bounty hunters, and the big Angel. Eddie trying to battle back, but from outside, David Novak grabbing him. Koko Ware around to try to even that up a little bit. Hassan holding Eddie Gilbert up while the Angel used the fist on him. Body slam by the Angel. And a cover. 1. Count of 1 is all he gets. Eddie puts him round behind. Drops him to the mat. 1, 2, 3. Got him. The Angel might have had it. He had a 2 count, but he broke it at that point. Eddie Gilbert slipped around behind him and reversed it, and the Angel is saying, what happened? He pulled my side. No, he didn't. Another case of overconfidence on the part of the big Angel. And the win in the first ball is going to go to the team of Bill Superstar Dundee, Wildfire, Tommy Rich, Koko Ware, and Eddie Gilbert. 9:41 the time.
You know what I think, Dave, a lot of times? I think guys who are physically as huge as these guys are, like the bounty hunters and the Angels, sometimes, like you say, have a tendency to get overconfident when they're in there with somebody that they got a 30, 40-pound weight advantage or better on, something like that.
And that's what happened there. And they'd beaten up Eddie pretty bad for several minutes of the ball, and they were just confident that they could end it any time they wanted to. But Eddie slipped around behind and upset him right there.
That speed is no substitute for anything. Oh, hey, we got more action. That's the first ball of an expiration of time match. We got some time. We'll check it out and see how much we do have left. Right now, we'll take time out for this. Back to the action here on Channel 3's Championship Wrestling in just a moment. Hey, I want to give you the entire card coming up at the Garden on Tuesday night. That's right, back on the regular Tuesday night at Louisville Gardens when Sonny King and Tom Stent go at each other in the opening bout. The Dream Machine going against Koko Ware. The Bomber, Wayne Ferris, faces Tommy Gilbert. And then a Southern Tag Championship match when the Angel and Ali Hassan with Jimmy Hart at ringside will be facing the superstar Bill Dundee and Tommy Wildfire Rich. Additionally, you're going to have a match you will not want to miss. We already mentioned a little bit earlier talking to the King, and that's when Jerry Lawler brings in big 460-pound Plowboy Frazier. Giant Frazier is his partner to go against the Universal Heartthrob Austin Idol and his CWA World Tag partner, Dirty Dutch Mantel. Jimmy Hart at ringside on that. Don't miss any of that action Tuesday night at the Garden.
Not a regular bell.
A regular bell is not here.
Okay, coming back in, the very large team of the Angels.
One, two, and three. Yeah, we counted two of them.
How many? 1, 2, 3. Got caught from behind. End up losing a ball, and they're trying to blame it on somebody else. Never on their own mistakes in there. Ali Hassan, the bounty hunters, Jerry and David Novak, with Jimmy Kent at ringside, and now the Angels still giving the referee a fit. It'll be Eddie Gilbert starting out. He got the ball. Here we go. Bell time, and we're off and running. Eddie Gilbert, a whip on the Angel into the corner. He's going to see if he can get him two straight, boy, and that will be enough. Gilbert fires him into the ropes, tags Dundee. Now puts him back in again. Bam! And Dundee blisters him with one. Billy trying to pick him up, put him on his shoulder, but he can't get the leverage on him. What the Angel is hollering at, whatever he is hollering at, it was with a vengeance. The tag goes to David Novak. The bounty hunter in there with the superstar. Here comes Rich firing in. As we told you before this match got underway, no love on these teams part, the bounty hunters and Dundee and Rich. David fired into the ropes and Rich catches him from the outside. Koko puts the bounty hunter over and down and puts a twist on that neck also. The Angel comes in and he just clobbers. There's a big foot from Jerry Novak. Oh, you don't want to get caught in that corner.
No, you don't. That's what happened to Eddie in the first fall. Eddie Gilbert got caught in that corner for a long period of time. Referee Jerry Calhoun in there with a fist at breaking all that action up in the corner.
Dundee came firing around here, jumped up and nailed Hassan. He was trying to get a little distraction and help Koko out. David throws him right into the corner where the partners are. And look at Koko fire back. Jerry Novak, the largest of all of them, holding on, and Koko trying to fight his way out. He takes him off his feet. Down he goes, and here comes Ali Hassan with a right. Eddie Gilbert over to try to help out. It's like going into a corner with about 4 buzzsaws looking right straight at you. Hassan takes the shot from Koko. Koko trying to get over and make a tag. He is really battling and scrapping. We've still got some time left on this 8-man tag. And if Koko, Gilbert, Rich, and Dundee can just hold the one ball, they may get themselves a win out of it. Eddie Gilbert in. Goes for Hassan, who is whipped into Bill Dundee's foot, and Gilbert covers him 1, 2. But he can't get that third one. That's what they needed.
Good teamwork on the part of Dundee, Eddie Gilbert, Tommy Rich, and Koko Ware. Several times, one partner has set their opponent up and had the other one ready to take over at exactly the right instant.
Hassan does bring it to the corner and tags David Novak, who was in there without the benefit of the tag. And Dundee ready to go with a bounty hunter. They got referee Jerry Calhoun caught in the middle, and he's about to be the 9th man fighting. He's trying to fight for his life.
David Novak using him as a shield.
Yeah.
3.5 minutes gone in the second ball. First ball went 9:41.
Jimmy Kent was strolling down the ring. Koko took a kick at him. Oh! Dundee ducks. Jerry Novak catches brother David. Here comes the Angel. Koko, back drop on the bounty hunter. Koko has had a bad day already due to the fact that he had that loss to Dutch Mantel defending his TV title. Koko trying to go behind. Gets on top of David and Jerry. Takes the tag. Kicks in. The referee trying to hold him up. In on the side of the ring. Staying in. Oh, boy. He's back in that corner again, David.
Woo! Some dude took a sand out of it. He ran his head into that turnbuckle post.
And now the referee back trying to keep it even on Koko, but it's not easy to do when you got that kind of wrestler as they have over on this side of the ring. David holding on to the foot, Jerry stomping away on him. Big broad arm. Rattles up, Koko there. Down low, drag on the Angel. Angel goes for that claw. Koko fighting, still on his feet. Angel trying to take him down and put that claw on him where he can lean on it. He does have him off his feet. Crowd giving Koko plenty of support. Angel just hanging on with that claw. Eddie Gilbert in, going after Jerry Novak, the big one. He's firing him in. Good right hand. David from behind. And again, you see that strategy. Bring him into the corner. Feed him to everybody else. The referee trying to break up Dundee and David Novak. Eddie Gilbert going for Jimmy Kent. Knocked his head off. Koko coming in. Don't get back there. Kent scrambling around me. Good night. Good danger. Referee sitting into the corner, but too many of it. And Dundee puts David down. Eddie Gilbert up there with Hassan whipped across the ring. No way to keep up with all the action. Hassan fired into the corner. Upside down to Dundee with the foot in the face. Ware assisting in there, so it's teamwork on both sides. Not all of it legal, but it's sure exciting. We only got about 30 seconds to go. Well, I don't know. We got to check that clock up there and see. Hassan in there with Eddie Gilbert. Time running out.
And he slipped behind him. Well, that's how he won the first ball, but not
Eddie
to me this
Gilbert,
time.
yeah. He's caught in that claw as he flipped him off, and that's going to be it. So the second ball now evens it up. As we've got a win on the side of the Angel with that claw on Eddie Gilbert. He had him down, got a pin out of it, and kind of a Mexican standoff in the middle. Calhoun caught in the middle of David Novak, and the ball goes on. It's one ball apiece all over the floor. Okay, we're going to take time out and see if we can get this thing settled out. Be back in a minute.
Dogan Construction Company is offering for a limited time.
Yeah, Dave, I feel like it's like one of those movies where the guy is defusing a bomb, an old bomb. You feel like you're just sitting on it waiting for this thing to explode. Boy, these guys are hot today. Woo! A lot of Eddie Gilbert starting out, and Gilbert under an attack with that claw right on his head again. Oh, look at that. What a move.
Got the back of the knee, yeah. Eddie Gilbert now facing big Jerry Novak. The Angel tagged out. Jerry tags brother David Novak. Whoa, what he found it. Yeah, well, the Angel's happy. The Angel was upset. He lost the first fall, but he came back to get the win in the second, and boy, he's happy now.
All smiles.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Providing his own commentary and whatever.
David Novak trying to put the bear hug on Eddie Gilbert. Gilbert thwarting the effort by pulling in on the arms, and a slam from Bill Dundee, and Dundee in the ring with David.
One fall apiece is where we stand, and Dundee, Tommy Rich, Koko Ware, and Eddie Gilbert, above all, need to keep from getting pinned over in their opponent's corner. Well, that's where lots of damage has been done to them so far in the first two falls. Oh, Billy. He's hit hard by that boot.
Dundee battling back, although hurt, and here comes Ali Hassan. Oh! He nails David Novak.
Foot on the bottom rope, so the referee did not start the count.
Dundee caught from behind, Dave.
Let's see. All right. Ali Hassan in after the tag. We've got about 5 minutes left. And time starting to become a factor here in the third fall of this expiration of time match. Dundee being held by David Novak from outside. Ali Hassan working on him with the right hand. Cover by Hassan. Down at 2. Dundee. Oh, broken at 2.9. But not a 3 count. There's got a 1. Dundee able to break the cover more easily this time.
You were right when you said the referee was in for a hard day. He is in for a hard day. He's already been mauled a few times himself in the middle of all his humanity.
They're just trying to keep up with 8 guys, many of whom have been in the ring at the same time during the match. Dundee. Oh, boy. Found the Angel down to the mat. Trying for the 3 count. Got the count of 1 on 3 occasions, but in that case, 3 times 1 does not equal a victory. The left shoulder of the Angel is up off the mat. Dundee gets the tag.
Angel rolled him right over under the rope. Eddie Gilbert from behind. Dundee uses both feet from the front, and Gilbert breaks down the ears, covers him up. I cannot remember a match, Dave, where there's been as much outside from both teams they just saw, and everybody's got something against everybody else, and it really has been flowing.
I think that's the key right there. Here comes Tommy Rich. We have just about 3 minutes, a little less than 3 minutes left. Tommy off the middle rope. Down is 1. 1 count is all he gets. David Novak there to help break it up. The Angel is unhappy about something. He was sent back to the corner, I think. It's Jerry Novak down behind Tommy Rich. Tommy gets to David Novak. David steps in there. Tommy. Well, after both of them, both the bounty hunters backed up. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. Time a definite factor. Bounty hunter puts Tommy Rich into the rope. Backdrop over to the corner. Times Ali Hassan. Hassan with that big broad arm. Well, he pitches with a broad arm. Mantel. Hassan and Tommy Rich just battling each other for all they're worth. Tommy to the corner. Here's Dundee.
Whip! Knee to the midsection.
Dundee ran right into the turnbuckles as Hassan had moved out of the way. 1 minute. 1 minute left. The time will expire. Hassan is pinned by Bill Dundee. Dundee, Rich, Koko, Ware, and Eddie Gilbert are going to get the win in this match. Because with less than a minute left when the pin was made, by the time we take a break, the time will all be gone. So that's going to do it. Nobody's leaving.
Teamwork with Rich and Dundee, and everybody's still ready to fight up there. Referee Jerry Calhoun doing a yeoman's job keeping these guys apart. He has had a very, very rugged match right in here. And, he was successful up to a point. Rich scratched Jimmy Kidd's boot. Here come the bounty hunters. Gilbert over to help Rich out. I was afraid of this. Our time is up. We're going to have to take a break here. Now Koko's got both legs. Big chair. 2 chairs. We got to take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment. Still some action to go. We'll be back to Wave Country Championship Wrestling here in just a moment. Well, a little while ago, we heard from the King. Talking about bringing in Plowboy Frazier, and he left no question about it. He does not like the heartthrob and Dirty Dutch Mantel.
I don't care what the King doesn't like. Jerry Lawler cannot stand defeat because Jerry Lawler's ego is so high he cannot stand it when he's beaten. Why can't you admit defeat, Lawler? All the great generals in the past of the United States have admitted defeat when they were defeated. I beat you right in the middle. Things got out of hand. Dutch Mantel, the dirty one, yes, he came in from Puerto Rico to oversee this match because he knew what kind of tactics you saw on the hot rod. Now listen, I know you brought in this big, fat, ponderous, overbearing blob from Los Angeles where he was filming the remake of The Blob that Devours Cleveland. Well, I don't give a damn how big he is. I'll beat on him while he beats on Lawler. Then I'll beat on Lawler while he beats on the slob. Am I right, Dirty? First of all, Lawler, you have lost your mind, brother, because it is true Austin Idol says watch this match. But as I stood in the back of the Louisville Gardens and I watched Lawler break rule after rule after rule after rule, it became obvious to me that Jerry Lawler has no respect for anyone. Now, when he doesn't have respect for my good friend, Austin Idol, then he doesn't have respect for me, and we're going to get respect out of you, Lawler. You bring your big, fat, overbearing friend, Tiny Frazier, Plowboy Frazier, to Louisville, because we're going to teach him a little lesson. We're going to take the battle to him, and when the dust clears, me and the International Heartthrob, we're going to walk out champions as we are in our own right. Lawler, we're going to take it to you. You bring Frazier. We're going to...
All the temper's still flaring, man. It is going over on the side. Rich jumps back in with 10. Our time is up. But everybody's promoter Eddie
announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of championship wrestling.